As a young boy, I thought life was easy. I imagined myself finishing school, starting to work and earning a lot of money, buying a home, having kids and basically living a healthy and wealthy life. But fast forward to today, I'm in my mid-30s, renting a home, no kids, I quit my job and currently living on my savings. And as I scroll through my social media feed, I see all those people earning huge amounts of money, owning a beautiful house, traveling the world and enjoying life. And to make it even worse, a lot of them are way younger than me. It seems like they have it all figured out. And here I am, living this regular life with no clear direction. Now don't get me wrong, I have a pretty good life I think, but still I do get this feeling that many of us experience. This feeling of being behind in life, and it can make you feel like you're falling short. So where does this feeling behind in life come from? And what can we do about it? Well, first off, as humans, we have a strong need to figure out how good we are at stuff and how our lives are going. But the problem is, it's tough to measure this. So what do? We simply compare ourselves to other people and see how we are doing compared to them. In short, this phenomenon was introduced in 1954 by a psychologist named Leon Festinger. And he called it the social comparison theory. Now, social media has made it easier than ever to compare ourselves to others. All it takes is just a simple scroll through your social media feed. Now, of course, comparison isn't all bad. Sometimes it can give you a motivational push to do better. But there's a downside to it too. I mean, if you think about it, some things are easy to compare because they have clear measurements. For example, how fast we run a mile, how much weight we can lift, or how many times we win a game. But there are situations where comparing isn't straightforward. This is because there is no universal standard for measurement. For instance, how would I know that I am more honest than my neighbor? I mean, what one person considers honest behavior might be different from another person's perspective. The truth is, feeling behind in life isn't a fair concept, because there is no consistent measurement for it. I mean, how do you measure feeling behind in life if everyone's journey in life is different? What does it even mean to feel behind in life? Sure, there might be aspects in life where you are not where you want to be. Everyone has that, including me. But there are probably other areas where you are ahead. I mean, that's just what life is, right? So I think the most important first step is to define what a successful life means to you. Now, surprisingly, most people don't even take the time to really think about this. It's easy to just go through life on autopilot, without considering whether this routine brings you happiness. This awareness is essential, I think. Time goes by so quickly, and before you know it, you find yourself old and you have lived a life that doesn't align with your goals and ambitions. So please take the time to define what a successful life means to you. It can be anything from financial stability to personal freedom to a specific way of living. The definition of success differs from person to person. Just take the time to really think about this. Now, the second factor that highly contributes to this feeling of falling behind in life relates to age. If I look at my own life, there's this societal pressure that begins at a very young age. I mean, even when we're just starting out, there's this idea that we should already know what we want to study and what kind of job we want. Now, don't get me wrong, there are people who have their goals and ambitions crystal clear from a very young age. But if you are like me, then you had no idea which study to choose or which career path to follow. So what do? You just choose a field of study, but you're uncertain if it really aligns with your desired future. You switch careers a couple of times. Now, when you compare this to someone who had a clear sense of purpose and direction right from the start, it's pretty evident that they are closer to realizing their goals and ambitions than you, because they have this early start advantage. And to be honest, it's quite natural for us to idolize those who have achieved success quickly in specific areas of life. However, it's essential to remember that life isn't a race. Besides, there are also a lot of examples of individuals who found success at a later age. Take Colonel Sanders. He was already 40 when he began KFC, and Samuel L. Jackson landed his first major acting role when he was also 40. And even Morgan Freeman's acting career truly kicked off when he hit 50 years old. So instead of comparing yourself to individuals who have gone through entirely different life journeys than yours, try to connect with people who followed a similar path in life. Seek inspiration from them because they can give you this motivation to keep moving forward instead of giving you this feeling of falling behind in life. Let me give you an example of my own experience. There's this, in my opinion, successful YouTuber called Stefanovic, and I already made a video about him earlier, but he followed a path that is somewhat similar to mine. He went to university, switched careers to become a self-taught data analyst, then left his job to give YouTube a shot, and he succeeded. Now I went to university too, changed careers to become a software developer, and I'm trying YouTube as well, although I'm not really successful yet. But just seeing Stefanovic succeed gave me the motivation to just try and keep going. So key takeaway, be thoughtful about who you are comparing yourself to. Now to sum it all up, here's my advice, which is just as much for you as it is for me, and I think that's one of the reasons I'm making this video. If you are feeling behind in life, then first go to step 1. Define what a successful life means to you. Once you figure that out, you go to step 2. Put in the work to achieve your definition of success. But remember, it's a journey, not a sprint, so don't get discouraged if results don't happen overnight. Finally, you go to step 3. Find people that walked a similar path and use them as a source of motivation to keep you moving forward. Cheers.